Are we live?
Yeah, we're live.
Wait, if I say that, it means we're live, right?
Yeah. As is tradition.
Yeah.
Couple things to point out. First of all, Simon's here. For everybody asking, where's the bald one?
I do exist.
Yeah. Your
Simon
wishes have been
does
granted.
not live in the city.
Yeah.
He's here. We're jamming.
Yeah, I saw the one comment about me not being around, and
Yeah, what fucker
I'd
put
fly.
that comment in there?
Fucking fucker.
You fucking bop, dude.
Yeah.
We just had a successful shred.
Yeah.
We did. We just finished
That's great.
rehearsing.
Everyone was perfect.
yeah,
There was
Donna,
zero
what
mistakes.
happened there when you're... So, for everybody who doesn't know, our jam space is fucking terrible.
It's like 6 feet by 4
my
feet.
old
It's
bedroom.
a room
Pretty
and
small.
It's a room and then spilling out down the hallway the rest of us.
Yeah, two of the members can't
It's
fit in the
half
room.
the
and
size
play in
of the
hallway.
drum riser that we had on that Edmonton show like last November.
That's probably true.
like it's about that.
It's about the size of where we're doing this podcast. Actually, it's
Yeah.
probably
Most
smaller.
of it,
No,
yeah,
it's-
most of
yeah.
it is drum set.
we used to jam
So-
here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
What happened to that?
What happened to
Outlawed.
there was a couple moments where there was no drums happening, but I couldn't see because I'm
Oh,
around
yeah.
the
Oh,
corner.
we had a symbol explosion.
The symbol
Down the hall.
like took a flying fuck.
Oh, that's what was going
I
on.
kinda,
stand.
I mean, I don't know. I need to adjust
Symbol
the
did
kit
not
because it's
stand.
still basically set up how Corey had it. And
All
so
right,
I
fucker.
keep catching, like,
Ah.
as I'm doing fills, like the stick gets caught under a cymbal as I'm going this way. So the stick stays here in my hand. No,
Would you
here.
say that his setup is inferior to yours?
Oh, yeah, definitely. Yeah. Not even close.
You hear that, Corey?
Fighting words.
Start
Did you
beef.
see how low his cymbals were on tour?
I didn't really notice.
Roasted.
I
don't
know
know
one
either.
of them.
I don't even pay attention
I
to
didn't-
anybody.
I know one of the cymbals wasn't very low during Fight for Your Life.
Oh yeah, I was doing some
It was getting higher
stunts.
and higher,
Doing
yeah.
some stunts.
He's not here, so he's fair game.
Oh, yeah, totally.
Yeah. Yeah, Corey, we're roasting you, bro.
He was talking about doing some shows because we're doing hyperspace,
Oh, yeah.
and they're doing hyperspace.
Oh, shit.
So maybe we figure out some shows in there.
Extra hyperspace.
Come play the island.
Oh, there you go.
Lucky Bar.
There's one bar now.
No, Lucky Bar. It's always been the place.
Is that
Oh,
that
okay.
place that we,
played
played with
Logan's
Order?
and that closed down, didn't it?
Yeah, Logan's was the small one. I can't remember if it was off Quadra or no, it's further.
What was that one we played that was like a Roman theater inside?
Oh, that was the V Lounge
So, yeah.
in the Ramada where you guys got kicked out of the hotel at 3 a.m.
I don't recall.
Oh, you guys got booted?
Yeah.
What'd they do, Simon?
Apparently,
What'd they
people were throwing bedding into the courtyard. Apparently, that's frowned upon
Some
when it's
bad
not
boys doing bad
1986
stuff?
and you're
That
not
was
Motley Crue.
definitely not me and Barrett. That's
No.
for sure. We were trying to hit the pool, but it was pretty far.
You're trying to throw your bedding into the pool.
Not just the pillows.
Okay.
There was a bunch of
Were you guys
pillows.
wasted?
We weren't even the worst ones. A certain singer from the Order of Chaos, who will go nameless, was like choke slamming dudes. I think she broke 2 of the beds, and then she was like pinning people down and like drawing with like black lipstick all over their face. It was getting all over the place. Yeah, we
Sounds like
fucked
fun.
that place up. The cops came and escorted us out, and then our cab, as we were leaving, backed up, hit some dude's car. Like just smoked it.
Sounds like a
And
mess
the
of a
cops were
night.
just like, we don't even care, just leave. Like,
Get the fuck
wow.
out.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it was.
You're
they
making
went
our
on
night
that-
worse.
It's actually the first time I heard that whole
Yeah,
story.
The hotel staff came up, I think 2 or 3 times to ask us to be quiet because there's like a family next door. They did not sleep. I do feel bad about that, but also
family.
For other bands going on tour, you don't trash the Ramada. You save that for the Super 8.
That's what you get for having a family.
yeah, I don't know. But I mean, we were there in like the middle of the week. Like, did they have to put the family next to the
It
band
wasn't even
hotel
high
room?
season. It was in like April or
Right?
something.
Yeah,
Fair enough.
Yeah, but
They should have known better.
They should have.
High season for some of you guys.
Yeah, if the manager can't read the crowd coming in, that's on them.
The funny thing is, whoever the hotel was like, whoever's name it was under, was not at this party. So every time
Lucky.
they would come up, they're like, "Oh right, we need to speak to whatever their name was," and we're like, "They're legitimately not here. Bye."
They're
And
dead.
I don't think Strikers ever trashed a hotel room.
No, man, we're
It's leaving them
Respectful.
hygienically questionable.
Not
Is
with
that a
you,
word?
Simon.
I
you.
smashed a light cover once.
Oh yeah, there's a good story. All right, there we go.
that fucking bee, man.
That thing was a monster.
Well, it was one of those hotel rooms where it had like an extra room for one person to sleep, and I took the extra room that night. So I had my own room. I was like, yeah, stoked. And I opened the window, get some air in there. All of a sudden, this big-ass fucking wasp flies in. It's buzzing around my room. I can't get rid of the damn thing. Of course, it's flying around the light. So I turn off the light, and I'm trying to whack this thing for like a half hour with the towel. All these fuckers are laughing at me. I mean, it was probably pretty funny.
It was funny.
Yeah. And I mean, it's funny for me now. But
Alcohol may have been a factor.
I just couldn't.
The way you're describing this, it sounds like the wasp was winning for quite a while.
It was.
Like it wasn't like a minute.
I couldn't hit the fucking thing, man. It was fast. And
Got
the
a
thing is,
maneuver
like,
kill
it would
on
like
you?
zoom down, like lower to where I could hit it, and then I'd go to whack it, and it'd go back up to the light.
Yeah.
So all of a somebody from the next door, I think it was either Simon or Tim, come over and they're like, "Holy fuck, man, you're being noisy."
That was me.
Yeah, I was waiting for you. I was like, "I'm sorry, man. I'm trying to kill a fucking. What do you want? You want to sleep in a room with a wasp?" And so there's this fucking wasp. I was like, "Fuck this thing, man. I'm gonna hit it." So it was stopped, like right beside the light. And I go to whack the fucking thing. It flies closer to the light. So naturally, I try and fall. I'm trying to hit it with a towel, by the way, a rolled up towel. I smash the fucking light cover, this glass light cover, shatters, lands all over my bed and on my laptop computer. My laptop screen still has a scar to this day, but I got the fucking wasp, and he was out of there.
That
And
thing was
finally-
huge, like
yeah.
Eurasian death
It
hornet.
was a big
for
wasp,
sure.
man. I just didn't want to sleep with it, like buzzing around my fucking face.
Yeah.
you know? But it took me forever to get that goddamn thing.
You did put the glass in the garbage can like elsewhere though.
Oh yeah, I wrapped up the glass in like a fucking in a bag, and I took it out. And
We snuck out.
Yeah.
With the
We
broken
never
glass.
got dinged for it.
we never got dinged. I mean, I would have paid for it if
They
they said
probably
anything, but-
didn't notice for so long, and
Yeah.
then
Oh,
by
yeah.
the time they noticed,
Oh,
it was
fuck, 2 weeks
probably like,
later.
which guest
Yeah.
was that?
Yeah.
You probably could have just said, "Hey, we're missing a light cover in here," and they would be like, "Oh, sorry," and then like
Hey,
give
what's
you a
up?
It wasn't
discount.
those guys.
How
Oh,
long
that
is this
thing
bro?
fucking that wasp.
That
sucked.
thing was huge. Just I was pissed off because it was noisy. I think it was like I can't remember like.
Dude, you guys are making so much noise.
Yeah, like shut the fuck up. guys. And then I saw the size of the thing, and I was like, "Oh, okay, continue on."
fucking thing, man.
Justified.
Got a hummingbird in there.
Yeah, that thing was terrifying.
Imagine the fucking bat. Imagine if it was a bat.
That was the biggest hornet I've seen.
It was pretty big. I mean,
Maybe a tie
big
with
boy.
even if it wasn't big, I still don't want to sleep with a wasp stuck in my room. Like,
Yeah,
wake up with welts or some shit. You know,
it was pretty funny.
wake up with bumps on my dick that I didn't know were there.
Dan couldn't even contain
Dude, I
himself.
was dying laughing watching that.
I know.
It was,
must have been
it
funny.
was killing me.
I think I was. I think I'd partaken in a little bit of herbage too, which probably.
Netherlands.
Yeah, we were in. Yeah, that's right. We were in the Netherlands. So I was
Perfectly
tripping
legal,
out probably
yeah.
Basel.
over this wasp, probably a little
oregano,
more than
overserve
necessary.
yourself?
But yeah, yeah,
Oh yeah, we were good.
yeah.
The idea of getting stung by a wasp was simply
It's
too
too
much
much.
to handle. So you had
Yeah.
to like.
I don't want nothing disturbing my sleep. You know.
And then we shredded.
And then we shredded. Be a hell of a lot
As
cheaper
usual.
than Austrian. The police that got us. Or whatever. I think you guys talked about that.
Wah, wah.
Did we talk about that?
Ding by the ops.
Oh, did we talk? I
don't remember.
The last
traffic
one we
ops
went over a
hinted
bunch
at
of.
We can do a
stuff.
brief recap.
Yeah.
So we're driving
Yeah.
through Austria, stopped to get some cheeseburgers, which were not as good as Polish
Some
cheeseburgers
cheeseburgers.
at McDonald's. Anyways, so we stop, fill up for gas, and then there's like two guys in orange vests, and they're like waving at us. I'm like, what the fuck is this guy doing? He's blocking the
Screaming
exit. What an idiot. I'm just going to go
Yeah,
this way.
well, to be fair, we had parked. We parked our big ass van like just in the parking stall, like you know the gas station. They got the gas pumps, and then right in front they have parking. Like we parked right there, and I was like, maybe this isn't the best place to park, but it was like we're not gonna be here that long. Who cares? Whatever. So I thought when this guy was yelling at us, I was like, oh, he's probably gonna tell us we parked in the wrong spot, and like, so he's like.
Turns out we
speaking
drove
to
through
us
the
in-
wrong
in
country.
whatever,
Austrian.
Austrian, and we're
You
just
mean
like,
German?
what? Is it German?
Not
That
the
was
same.
Austria.
Austrian.
Yeah,
is
no,
different
but
than
they
German.
speak
Is it German?
German.
A little bit different. Yeah.
Well, it's
It
a little
sounds
bit.
pretty
It's different
similar, but-
dialects.
Yeah.
It's kind of like British English versus
related.
Canadian.
Oh, okay, okay.
Yeah.
You what, mate? You
Yeah.
taking a piss?
So they were taking the piss, and then, anyways, continue.
Yeah, so they're like flopping around out there trying to get our attention. Like, man, this guy's an idiot. Fuck this guy. I'm going around. And then he like ran over, asked me to roll down the window, and I was like, do you speak English? He's like, pull over right there. And I was just like, no, we're leaving. I
Well,
don't want
'cause
to park
there was
there.
no, there
And
was
I'm
no
like, okay,
like
I'm just gonna keep going this way.
indicator. There was
Yeah,
no.
he didn't say who he
it didn't
was.
say police.
Yeah, it didn't say police. So
So
we're
just some
like,
random dude that walked up.
Yeah,
was like,
the gray
pull over,
van.
it's like, is this
yeah,
a construction worker?
Yeah, I thought it was construction.
Like, I don't give a fuck about this guy. Let's get out of
let's
here.
get out of here.
Yeah, I was like,
Get
okay,
out,
fuck
throw
this
down.
guy. And I was just like, is he telling me where the exit is? And then he like, as I'm like leaving, he's like chases down again. He's like, no, you parked. Stop now. I was like, man, what the fuck is wrong with this guy? So I put it in park. And then he started yelling at me, and like
Yeah,
I'm
he was
wearing my
mad.
fucking sick ass pit vipers, and he was mad about that.
He
too.
was so mad about that.
Take off
Hang
your
on.
sunglasses.
The dog
Very
can't-
disrespectful.
The dog can't figure out how to get out from underneath this table.
There you go.
There you go.
Lila, you're free.
wow, just the way she's walking, that was traumatic for her.
I think she might have to.
She needs a good shake.
Anyway, so the guys were super pissed and like, "What
Yeah.
the fuck are you doing?" I was like, "Who are you?" It's like, "What is going on?" I was like, "Do I need to get out of the van and fucking smoke some nerds?" Anyways, they eventually identified themselves as like
Highway cops.
well, not cops, but like
They were toll officers.
toll
Yeah,
officers. Yeah,
So
and
they,
he's just
they,
like,
they
yeah,
were
no, we're not-
technically like some form of officer,
yeah,
but they were toll officers.
They
They're
weren't
the
in office.
government. Anyways, and then they're like, "Yeah, yo, you fucking didn't buy your toll pass properly," and it's like, "Oh shit, sorry."
Which we definitely didn't do.
yeah, we
We
didn't do
were
that.
under the assumption that the rental company had paid,
They had-
what was necessary.
They had all the stickers for the other countries, but not this one.
Yeah.
Fucking fuckers.
And to be fair, I spoke to two other touring musicians, one in the Netherlands and then one in Germany, who said they've experienced the same thing. Austria has a weird system, and it hit them the first time they drove through there too. So
I don't
you
even
gotta
think we
pull-
had a show in Austria. We're just driving through.
no, driving
Yeah,
through.
we're
the
going to
first time you
Poland.
guys have driven through Austria.
That's
before
where you guys
either,
emptied out all the trash in the van, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Just as you're driving down the highway, open the
Yeah,
doors.
yeah.
Yeah, fuck this.
That was a big L.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Anyways,
so we lost a bunch of money.
€480 fine.
yeah,
Way
they,
more than a light fixture.
Brutal.
Yeah, definitely.
they threw
yeah.
some fines our way, but after they figured out that we were just a dumb Canadian metal band, they're like, "Oh, you guys are cool. I'm gonna listen to your band." They were a lot nicer to us after that.
Well, the other officer told his buddy to shut up.
chill
He was
out.
just
Yeah.
being
Chill
a
out.
dick for no reason, which I mean, whatever.
He got fucking triggered because you didn't take your glasses
Yeah.
off. That was like.
He's standing directly in the sun. What am I supposed to
So
do?
it was
anybody-
so funny. He's like, oh, it's so rude that you didn't take your
Yeah.
glasses off, and you're just
Bro,
like,
it's
"What?"
Even the
Right.
way
So-
you took them off, it was just like, and then you gave him almost like a dirty look. when you
Well,
took
probably because, like you said, you're staring into the sun. so
Staring
you just-
directly into the sun.
and also,
what the
and,
fuck,
and
bro?
also no reason to even talk to this guy as far
Yeah,
as we
still
knew.
didn't
really,
identify himself. They forgot to identify themselves for like 10 fucking minutes.
So any of you out there in internet land, if you're Austrian or are from Austria or live in Austria or have a lot of contact with Austrian culture, please let us know if it is generally considered rude to leave your sunglasses on when talking to somebody of
If you-
mediocre
say-
to high
Say
authority.
you're
It's
a
definitely-
rock star.
Yeah.
And it's bright out and the
some
sun is blasting in your face.
Disgusting pleb, blue collar workers coming up to you to be like, "Hey, would you take your glasses off?"
Yeah.
He asked me to sign the like receipt after. He's like, "Oh man, can you sign the receipt for me?"
What?
And I was like,
Did you?
No.
"Yeah." He's just like, "Oh yeah, you guys are like, maybe I'll come to your show. Oh man, you guys are so cool. You're in a metal
Please
band. Whoa!"
don't.
He like looked me up on the computer as he's giving me the fine. He's like, "Whoa, this is so cool."
It's like, bro, come on.
Yeah, I was like, "Bro,
He's
fuck
gonna
you."
go back to the
Give me a
station
fine.
and brag to all his coworkers.
Wow, I take it as the coolest.
I find a heavy metal band. Huh. And they're gonna be like, dude, you're lame.
Why
Why
would you do that?
supposed to be a part of this
Going
so
that
bad.
way?
She's been sitting on my feet trying to get through for like.
And she's trying to get through like the smallest fucking hole. Dude.
Lila
Go
wants a beer,
around.
man.
Go
Lila
around.
wants a beer. We need
Look
to
at it.
mic
If you
her
want
up.
to go under, you can go under there. She doesn't get the dog. Oh my god, the dog doesn't get. She doesn't get that she can get under the sheet here.
under the skirt there.
She's probably trying to get dinner. Don't worry, you
She's
get
trying
dinner.
to eat those beers.
Looking for
Trying to eat those
dinner.
Coors Lights.
She's trying to get in the course.
They're
does this wall
cold
keep up here?
certified. Cold as the Rockies, bro.
There you go.
Does the mountain still change color?
Is there still a Sasquatch
Remember
on?
that?
looks a
When it
little
had the
blue.
cold indicator?
Yeah, oh yeah,
I thought
I
it
remember
did,
that,
but I don't
yeah.
see it.
yeah. It's blue.
Where?
The mountain.
Oh, mine's just regular gray.
Yeah,
Where's the squash?
Yours does look different than mine. Yours is bluer.
I know on the bottle
This
there
is-
used
I
to
think
it
be.
is bluer.
This,
Look at it.
this
Wow.
top mountain here.
And
It's not.
And the top
Yeah, but
mountain,
look.
yeah.
This
yeah.
is more blue.
Okay, sure.
Dude, whoever came
Now
up.
this
I
is
love-
riveting podcast. though.
Beer technology is the funniest thing. Like these little like dumb fucking things to sell people beer. It's like all these beers taste the same, but this one turns blue.
Yeah.
So are you trading on Bud Light?
I should.
It's like
What
trader.
can you do that your competitors don't, right?
It's not even like a lot blue. It's just a little tiny bit.
Dude, never mind how much money these companies spend in like building their glasses to make their beer taste better. Like that's
Yeah.
a whole industry.
Oh, yeah.
It's insane.
Building
the
their
wine
boot.
glasses too. The shape of the lip of the glass and whatnot will
Yep.
change the flavor. It's like
I keep thinking I would love a beer glass the shape of a gravy boat, so I can just pour it into my mouth.
that's sick.
Like a decanter.
Don't
I need a
you?
beer decanter. That I
Don't
can
you have a mug that's a
Beer
boob?
canter.
Who?
I had a boob
You.
mug before. Yeah,
No, I don't.
has a hole in the nipple. And you suck it
Yeah.
out. Yeah, I had one of those.
Oh, maybe it's you.
I
So
did.
I don't have that.
I've definitely
Absolutely.
seen that before. It's just like a big boob, and you drink out of the nipple.
I also had a penis bong before. That was a gift. That one I didn't buy it myself.
So do you smoke out of the balls or the
You
tip?
smoke out of the shaft.
Yeah, you smoke the goods out of the balls
Yeah.
and you suck the shaft.
Exactly. You smoke the good out of the ball. You basically the part that you're lighting is the pubic hair area.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
You're lighting the pew.
So it's funny though, because after you take a hoot off the dick bong, it's like a bit of
Oh, the smoke comes out?
yeah, a bit of the smoke still comes out of the head of the dick, so it looks like there's this like spider web
Air cum?
jizz going
Dude,
out.
weed
After
culture-
shot.
Weed
Weed
culture
culture's
is
weird,
so
eh?
funny,
That's
dude.
hilarious,
All
dude.
these like, just like, let's make these fucking hilarious bombs.
Yeah.
Like make a gravity bong out of the hotel ice bucket. That's a good one.
Yeah.
Tin foil, 2-liter bottle.
Oh man.
I remember when I was in high
Not
school.
cool.
This it was probably the highest I've ever been from weed. It was like
Nice.
it was I was nearing the end of high school. This guy, quite a bit older than me, I was hanging out. I had a free period and I was hanging out in like the sports diamond, the baseball diamond or whatever. And there's this guy who was a couple years older, and I knew who he was, but I knew he was into weed. And he was just like, "Hey, you want to smoke some weed?" I was like, "Yeah, I've done that like twice before. It should be fun, right?" So I was like, "Okay." So he pulls out this fucking 2-liter pop bottle with the bottom cut off of it.
Oh,
And-
you
and,
know
like,
he fucks.
Dude, like this guy fucks hard.
It's like this guy's obliterating
Bro.
his brain on the regular.
And he's got it's a 2-liter pop bottle, bottom cut off, and like a plastic bag, like a big like a Safeway bag, veneer bag or
They
whatever.
call that lung.
Yeah, lung is what he called it. And it was taped onto the bottom. And what you'd do is you'd push this bag into the don't get any ideas, kids. You push this fucking bag into the pop bottle, and there was a bowl on the screw on pop bottle lid.
Oh yeah.
So you'd light somebody would light the shit and you'd pull the bag down so it would fill this whole 2-liter pop bottle with fucking with pot
Drugs.
smoke. Yeah. And then what you do is you take off the lid, you put it up to your mouth, and then the other guy, probably who is trying to be a punisher, would like fist the fucking bag up into the thing and it would force it all into your lungs, right? And Jesus Christ, man, this fucked me up so bad. I had to go for dinner at my religious friend's parents' house that night. And I was like, I'll be okay by then. I'll be okay by then. It was like an hour later. I was not
No
okay by
way,
then.
yeah.
I went there and I was just like, I'm peeking, staring at the fucking turkey, just like, oh my God, I hope this thing doesn't start talking to me. Like,
So going to your
It's bad.
religious friend's dinner was the side effect of smoking weed?
yeah. That actually didn't happen.
And that's the night that Pete found God.
yeah.
Walked
Dude,
into a random house.
I remember a couple nefarious characters that I knew.
I
made,
remember.
the same type of thing, but it's like you get the 2-liter bottle with the lid that's the weed, the bowl or whatever. Yeah. I assume you just take that out of the bong and stick it in there, and then you put that cut off one in water.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the water bong or whatever. What do they call it?
Sucks
Is that
the
the
air.
gravity?
That's a gravity
That's
bong.
and
Yeah.
then when you pull it up, the water pulls the air down into the smoke, and then you take the lid off and
You make like 5 or 6
Suck
of
the
them and
smoke.
just
Hey,
fill,
it's Kurt.
fill the bathtub in the hotel room.
Man, people get so creative with
yeah.
smoking pot. Hey,
whatever it takes.
Remember doing
last-
blades? Like,
I remember,
let's smoke weed
blades.
at
I remember
10,000 degrees. Like, that can't be good.
Blades of
Sandwich some
steel.
weed
Smoke hash
between
off some
two
fucking
burnt butter
burnt
knives.
knives.
I remember one time my
That's
mom,
greasy.
when I moved out on my first apartment, my parents came over and like, what? My mom's like, she's never touched
What's that
any
smell?
drugs. No. I think she knew the smell, but she's like, why are your butter knives burned? And I'm like, I don't know.
The toast was real.
Yeah, I was in the toaster while it was on and sparked
Why are
it.
your butter knives always burned? I was like, I don't know. Because I had a buddy who just loved blades. Like, it was his favorite thing. honestly. I don't know why that's
Fucking why not, bro?
Dude, that was like high school parties had that shit.
intense.
Be
Blades,
like, you go in
Blades
the kitchen
24/7.
and someone's got. I
Someone's
mean,
always doing
on the
blades.
fucking old school stovetops with the
Oh, yeah,
whatever,
yeah,
the element,
rings,
the
yeah.
element on it. Yeah.
Those are old
the
school now.
Fifth Element, bro.
I think I don't know. I don't have those.
I got
have
a
like
flat top stove now because I just moved
Flat,
to
yeah.
a
Or
better
even like
neighborhood.
torch. People would bring the camping torch out.
Yeah, I remember that.
Wow. Like I didn't really grow up in that culture, but watching Trailer Park Boys, I'm
Oh,
like, there's
yeah.
no way people actually do this. But
Oh yeah.
No, it's
I'm
basically
wrong.
the Trailer
I'm
Park
very
Boys.
wrong.
Or the apple.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
the
The apple
classic.
is tour essential.
You know what we used
Sonata
to do?
tour?
Snowboarding. Snowboarding, we do it with a snowball.
A
just-
snowball.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
make a
shit.
snowball and you use like a straw or whatever.
Dude, that's nature.
That's
man.
very
and you
Canadian.
poke it in one side, you poke it in this side. I mean, you couldn't use it for long because it would melt. But like you get a couple of good hits off it, and then you just throw the snowball away and go for a ride.
Classic Canadian.
Probably how I broke my spleen.
know-how for smoking implements is the classic beer or pop can,
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
and then you
that's
you
gross.
get the
What's
like
least
aluminum.
What's less healthy than
Yeah,
smoking something out of a fucking can? dude?
Yeah,
What the fuck?
thin.
It's like the only thing worse than that is like out of a light bulb.
yeah, yeah. No shit.
Then it's not weed anymore. I don't want to be anywhere
Out of
near
a
that
light
shit.
bulb's probably better for you.
I was at.
A glass,
Yeah.
maybe, than a beer can.
Than like
It could
smoking the paint off a Coors Light.
be. Yeah, maybe. Oh, this means my lungs are cold because it's turning blue.
Yeah.
So wait, no. If you're using it and the can's heating up, does the mountain turn red?
Oh, maybe.
Well,
I don't think most
Yeah,
steel
anybody
turns
like-
red if you
Viewers,
heat it
we're
up.
gonna have
enough.
Coors Light might have to pipe in on that.
Yeah.
it was funny
Pipe
at.
in.
I was at a festival in Europe many years ago, performing, and then like backstage there was a certain Canadian band who are blacksmith.
Themed?
Their name is blacksmith themed. They have a certain blacksmith tool on every one of their covers.
Yeah, yeah.
Anyways, and they happen to have a movie about them recently out.
Okay. I'm
Anyways,
following.
They're-
Sorry, I don't know
we're,
who this is.
we're like backstage, and they're just fucking smoking weed out of fucking beer cans. I was like, literally everybody here has fucking rolling papers. It's Europe. Like everybody smokes cigarettes that they roll themselves, right? There's like
Nah.
a guy rolling a
off-brand,
cigarette
bro.
Old
right
habits
beside
die
him.
hard.
And they're
Off-brand.
just like smoking out of a beer can. I was like, "What the fuck?" And I just like said hi because backstage, and I was like, "Hey man, how's it going?" He's just like, I'm like, "What the fuck, dude?"
Oh my god. Hey,
Couldn't
imagine.
get rolling papers. There's
It's like
literally
we're at
a
a
guy.
festival, dude. Like
Yeah.
you're getting paid to be here. What
Yeah,
are you doing?
there's literally rolling papers right beside you, and you're smoking out of a fucking beer can. What the hell?
Imagine,
Fucking
imagine
the
it was the
blacksmith.
biggest,
Yeah.
the biggest rolling joke in rock and roll was actually Anvil is. Oh, oops, I said it. Actually,
You doxed them, bro.
oh crap. Schmanville,
doxed.
that band Schmanville, yeah. it just reminded me of the band Anvil. That's all, because they
Well,
got that
yeah,
song, you
classic.
know, nabbed in Nebraska. Yeah,
They are.
So,
yeah.
imagine it was this big running joke after they put out this movie. They're actually rich as fuck, but it's bad for the brand
they're all-
to show it. You know?
Yeah.
They're all
dude.
actors.
Yeah, yeah. They're
Dude,
actually
they've
just
been
all
long-
just so rich,
they're
but they
all
all
crisis
live in.
actors.
Conning. They've been
Yeah.
long conning for
Yeah,
long
yeah.
con.
They're actually way smarter than any of us, and they're like,
Absolutely.
They actually live in the most expensive cardboard box they could find.
bought a TV just to throw it out, and
Dude,
so like the U-Haul wardrobe
box beef.
No, we're not starting beating.
we might have to cut this.
And Anvil's legendary, man.
Yeah, you can't
those
shit.
guys
You
are
can't
legends.
talk shit on Anvil, dude. Well, it's funny in like in the movie how like they did do some of those things like first. It was like
Oh, yeah.
Motley Crue kind of like jacked their style
Yeah.
like early on. It's hard to know because like things were happening at the same time,
Yeah,
so it's
yeah.
like.
Yeah,
But I mean,
The dildo guitar move, that's fucking great, man.
Steel Panther wishes
Wishes they would have
Yeah,
come out.
dude.
Exactly, right?
Yeah.
You know, they should just, yeah. I was gonna say they should just buy that move off of them.
You guys listen to new Steel Panther?
Their new song.
It's pretty funny.
Their new album jacket looks dope.
It's a cool
Yeah,
cover.
The colors are
I think it's like maybe their
poppin'.
best cover.
Yeah. It's popping colors.
I haven't
Yeah.
seen any of it actually.
It's
haven't
an
seen their new
actual
album cover?
Steel Panther on the
Yeah,
cover.
it's
Yeah.
cool.
Maybe I
like it.
have.
fucking
I do
sweet.
follow. I think all of them on the gram, on social media.
We're best friends
Probably-
with them.
yeah,
Except
it's
they
true.
stopped-
We are best
They
friends.
stopped emailing us back.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh god.
As
Darren,
is-
Darren, why won't you
guys
reply to
take
my
us
texts
on
anymore, bro?
Hey man, you get that thing I sent you?
soon, please?
That's,
That's probably
I
it.
don't
Begging
know.
us to
I
take
mean,
them on,
we
begging
get-
us to take us on tour again.
We get messages sometimes from people, and then
Yeah.
it like takes me a while to get back to.
It's true, me too. Especially if you're on tour. Like
Takes
I
me a
am
while to
so.
muster the strength to figure out how to respond to some things sometimes.
Okay.
If you're
Or
not,
you read it and you're in the middle of something, and then
Yeah,
you're like, I'll get
exactly.
back to him,
Dude,
and
I'm
then
like,
you don't.
Dude, I don't know
Tour's
about you guys,
spotty,
but I need
right?
to get rid of the notification.
Oh, yeah.
Like it's
the red
on the
dot?
phone. I'm like,
fucking red dot.
I click
hate
it,
that thing.
get
Except
rid
for
of
the
it.
striker email.
What?
Don't email us.
No, I get that. Or like you'll get the
Nobody talk to me.
the filtered messages or whatever, the ones where like maybe you don't follow them back or something, so you don't see their message.
It's in their
Oh, yeah, I
Because
have
you
it
go
all the
like
time,
3 menus deep.
Yeah.
The request messages.
That was
I don't know.
deep.
I don't know because
That
like
was
on
deep.
our Instagram, people can. There's like
Yes.
the primary one. I don't know what the difference is. Like, so you can get on the primary message page, and then there's
Inbox?
Then there's the request. yeah. What's a Dropbox, dude? and then there's the requests, and then there's the hidden ones. The hidden ones are usually like spam. It'll be like, hey, you guys want to buy some fucking jewelry and promote it on your. It's like, what the fuck is this shit?
Get out of here.
It's like, yes, I do.
Yeah.
Also, get the fuck out of here.
Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, so I don't know. There's been shit like, and it'll be like cool stuff too. That's like on the second page. It'll be like, oh, you got tagged in a bunch of cool live photos or something like that.
Simon's been tagged in some glorious live photos.
Of Chris Seger. And vice versa.
Yeah.
I'm evil Chris Seger.
Yeah.
True. That's your name.
When you got roasted at fucking Tim. So I think, did we talk about Tim gave a good speech at his brother's?
I'm a stand-up comedian now.
The best.
That was the best speech.
Yeah.
He did a good job.
Best wedding speech.
He killed it. Everybody was like, "Oh no, Tim is gonna just be fucking so bad."
I mean, I've
really
never
good.
heard anyone talk about
put something
farts
together.
in like a best man speech, and Tim actually pulled it off.
Nailed it.
My mom
masterfully.
told me no
Fucking
fart
nailed it.
jokes. I sent her the draft. She's like, Tim, you got to take the fart jokes out. I'm like, no. I'm talking about farts, Mom. That's what I like talking about. I love farts.
I'm going to my room.
Some things never change. Some things never change.
You don't understand me, Mom.
You
You're gays.
You just don't understand my love for farts.
we writing a new fucking emo song here? Or what?
Mom, I love farts. dude.
Mom,
It's not a phase. I always did love farts.
Now I'm going to my room.
Seriously though, like anybody who
loves
thinks farts aren't funny has got to be something wrong up here, man.
We talked
Honestly.
about this like recently, dude. This
you?
comes up a lot.
Well, it's true. I'll defend farts to my death. Like they sound funny, they smell terrible. And
My
it's-
farts smell great,
It's
bro.
It's maybe
basically
yours, dude. Mine
your
smell
butthole happy and it knows
clapping.
it. It's happy and it knows it, and it's clapping its hands, dude.
Wait. Are we going to talk about the cheek sneak? Oh, God. Do you guys know the cheek sneak?
Happy and it knows it.
Okay, the cheek
Tell us,
sneak.
please, Tim.
Okay, so
What's
this
the
is a
cheek
technique
sneak?
I've been
I
using
gotta know.
quite a bit
gotta know.
recently.
Because you've been entertaining a new.
I've been entertaining
guest in your
a new
life,
guest in
let's
my
say.
life.
yes.
So as Pete was saying, like really, it's
Clapping.
Yeah, it's clapping. It's
Hey, man.
it's the butt trumpet.
Yeah.
So how do you stop the trumpet?
Oh, you put the plunger thing in it, like
Oh, you pull the
jazz
lips
guys do.
apart, right?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
yeah. So instead of having your
it's more of a breath.
yeah, so instead of having your cheeks like together, to slap together, you just pull them apart, and then it just goes.
See, I feel like that would be dangerous. Because, like, sometimes for
It's
me,
the cheek sneak.
I feel
bro.
like you gotta
you
not
just, like,
push. That's a key part of
No,
it.
no.
for me, like, dude, no, the butt flaps being together at least half of the time is what keeps some of that stuff in there. You know what I'm talking about?
No, you just let the air
How
out.
far into this podcast
did you
are we? We're
figure
talking
that
about
out in the,
spreading your
uh,
ass.
Oh, yeah, this has gotta be. This gotta be
I know
on
where
Patreon.
Tim
What are we
figured
talking
that
about?
out.
Where?
It was in House of Blues in Anaheim.
No.
He's shut it.
That's bad for the brand. That's bad for the brand. Don't talk about that.
I've known about the cheek sneak for
remember
years.
Happened.
No, but
That
I
was
figured out how to
something
do it.
else.
I had no idea.
Everybody figures out how to cheek sneak pretty early in life. I feel.
everybody knows.
Maintain eye contact.
It's like when you're sitting on a chair and you shift your weight over to one cheek and then just like pull it sideways like this, and just make your butthole more open, right?
Oh god.
Anyways,
So
you can
I
take
will
the
say-
band on a tour,
High art.
but you
Let's
can't
talk
take
about
the
some
tour
art.
out of the band.
I will say before House of Blues in
Kandinsky?
Anaheim, that was
Okay.
like the intro music was basically playing, and it's just like, oh god, I gotta fix this now. There's no green room.
Cut. We can't talk
And then
about
we
Save it
shred
for
it.
the Patreon.
That's a Patreon story. If you want to hear
Yeah,
if
more
you wanna
about
hear
Tim's
about-
disgusting lifestyle, you can get the Patreon.
That show was sick, though.
It was great.
It sold out.
Should I save my adventurous white shag carpet story for the Patreon too? Then
Jesus Christ, yes.
Okay.
That
So
can't
tune into the Patreon.
paywall.
Maybe,
If you wanna
we can
see-
have a Patreon episode where we just talk about those types of things.
I got plenty of those.
Just get it all out in one.
Fucking
All out in
bullshit.
one episode. And
Oh,
okay,
no.
it's over. It's over.
Oh, jeez.
All right, let's
That'd
talk
be a
about something.
long episode.
Let's talk about something nice.
and resume here.
Yeah,
Jono, what's new with you?
yeah, buddy.
What's new in Jono world?
I started rehearsals again.
Nice.
For
After
us,
after
No.
not playing this shit for like 6 months.
Yeah,
Right,
We're back in
yeah.
We're back in the
Back
saddles
again.
again.
You might say you've reclaimed your former glory.
No, I wouldn't
Hey.
say that.
Are you back again, though, at least?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm there playing sometimes. Sometimes I'm not. Sticks getting caught and whatnot. But
Shing.
I think we should also bring attention to the fact that Jono and I are Jono and I have similar facial hair going on now.
Hey, I had a sick mustache until Adam's wedding.
You know, these
including
guys,
up to and
their
including.
mustaches don't even go all the way down to their
He's
chin.
He's the only one that
You know-
can
you
do
know what I'm
fucking
saying?
Dude,
handlebars.
here's what happened to
Hey,
me.
you guys could do handlebar.
Me, no. I'm missing the connectors.
No, I could do it.
You could do it. Yeah, you could handle
I
it.
just wouldn't. But.
You could handle the bar. Hey,
But-
isn't that cool?
So what happened was I was like, my beard was growing in pretty thick, and I was like, I think I could like. I was on Instagram or something. I was like some guy with like a well-groomed beard, and I was like, oh, that's pretty cool. I wonder if I could do that with my beard. So I like trimmed it, and I was like, this looks fucking crazy. I was like, this.
beard?
Yeah, like I did some shit. And I was like, I look fucking nuts.
You
And
went
I
for
was
the
like, I
Vinnie
have to
Paul?
show- I have to
Good
show-
nuts or bad nuts?
Bad.
was it
Bad
like
nuts.
the thin, like?
Dude, I turned. I was like, I could probably get like a David Beckham thing going on. Really look fucking chic.
Chic, yeah.
And I looked like fucking
Jeffrey
DJ
Dahmer.
Khaled or something like that. I had like a
DJ
crazy
Khaled.
chin strap, and I was like, you know what?
Unabomber.
I was like, I just gotta shave. I gotta shave the whole thing off, dude. It's tough. I guess you gotta
yeah.
go to like an actual pro to get a nice fucking.
It's tough. Even like I find like getting both of these handlebars even and like one of them not bent is really hard. You know?
I got the first swirl, so like
it's like my motorbike's been in a crash. Oh yeah, he's got the first swirl. Yeah.
Are we still talking
I'm
about
not sure if you
facial
can
hair
see it.
here,
Yeah.
Tim?
Don't you-
Or
I
have
got
we
first
gone
swirl
back to
everywhere.
farts?
Don't you have first swirl like on your arm or something too, like or your shoulder? Or, I don't know.
it's all over my head, bro. I'm covered in
like
first
your
swirl.
like body. Like I thought
Curly
you had a
hair.
swirl like on your arm or
I
something
don't know,
too.
probably.
Are you asking Tim to take off his shirt?
Yeah, I mean, it's
Shirts
probably
and Skins
it's on my
podcast. Let's
pubes,
go.
dude.
Yeah, here we go.
Shits versus skins.
Anyways, so the like facial hair on one side of my face goes like back this way, and then on the other side it goes down. So I've tried to do handlebars, and it's just like, and then one goes this way.
Yeah,
It's
It looks like
this-
half your head was hanging out the
yeah,
window.
it's like
while
there's,
you're,
there's
like,
nothing I can do.
I,
It's just-
there's
that's
there's a
the way it
spot
goes.
on my neck where like I shave pretty much everything like upwards. But there's a spot on my neck where if I shave it upwards, it doesn't fucking shave anything, and I got to shave it downwards. Like
I
there's
just
one
do down
spot right
everywhere.
here. It's like the hair grows in a different direction there. It's like who
Yeah, it's
fucking came up with that idea?
Yeah, that sucks.
Cannot relate.
I was just about to say, you guys are assholes talking about these hair problems. Not everybody.
I couldn't
has-
imagine having to like get up in the morning and like
Do your
deal
hair.
with some bullshit.
Dude, yeah.
Yeah,
Get the crust out of my eyes, out the door.
Shit.
You got it easy. Bro, you got it easy.
Yeah, man. There's ups and downs.
Yeah, pros and cons to every situation.
Would love
Ladies
to have
and
some
gentlemen.
hair when I'm making them guitar faces though.
Yeah, just cover the face.
don't worry, Simon. We'll all get there someday.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Well, no.
The little peaks.
No, everyone's pretty.
I mean, I'm great, but you know.
What are you humming about?
What's going on?
yeah. It's like
My
you got
fi-
them little shorties
my
coming out
fucking-
from under
I
the
know.
longies.
My
Yeah,
fucking
coming out.
My fucking 5 head's coming, dude. It's
yeah.
it's
You getting
going
there?
up.
Gonna have to
she's
buy
going
that
back.
Jofa helmet
Let's see,
pretty soon.
I got some of them happening too, bro.
Them widow peaks, man. Them dual widow peaks.
You need to get on the more plates, more dates hair protocol, bro.
I'm on the old natural.
Oh, natural.
High
Just
fructose
lose
corn
it.
syrup in my beers, dude. That's gonna help me.
Hey,
I'm
it's
sure.
true. This
After this album.
keeps you
Dude,
healthy.
you know what?
Cold as a Rockies.
You know what's not a good idea?
What?
And I've done it twice to myself. So I bought pre-workout because
shit.
it's my number one motivator.
Shout out to
workout
Gorilla
is-
Mind. Yo, where to
No, it's not Gorilla Mind, but
bro?
that shit's too expensive.
Sponsor us.
Sponsor us.
He's Canadian. Send us
Sponsor
our
us.
shit. More
So-
plates, more dates, bro.
I have never seen Leela sit like that.
What's she doing? Over there?
She's
Just sitting
ready.
straight.
She's hungry.
Yeah.
Turning her back.
That's
to you and
good.
looking
That's good. She
in the corner of
had surgery. So fun fact, actually terrible, sad fact.
Not fun.
Opposite of fun.
Leela, my dog, had to get knee surgery on both knees in 1 year, and during the pandemic, it was fucking terrible, tragic. But seeing her sit like that is like good,
Yeah.
you know. Obviously, it's healing well.
I wonder if dogs have appendixes. Appendi?
No. Appendices.
Appendices, yeah.
Appendices?
And eyes.
I don't know.
Appendices. Do
I'm
do
pretty sure they
animals
don't have
appendices
gizzards.
blow?
Appendectomies.
Anyways,
Okay, what were you saying?
I know their anal glands blow, and that's,
I-
that's a big, it's a big mess. It's a huge mess, dude.
When's someone gonna bring up an ass?
Yo, is Leela's anal gland ever blown up, dude?
Oh,
Okay. Have you ever had to drain it?
dog like that.
I don't know. It's
She's
natural.
right here.
Dan
Come
keeps
on.
it thoroughly
embarrassed.
visual.
Look
Look
at
at
her
her.
now.
Look at her
She's
sulking
got-
laugh
I
right
know.
now.
Yeah, no. I have a buddy whose dog's anal gland
they
burst.
get-
It's a
that's when they-
big fucking mess.
That's
dude.
when they're like scooting around on the
Yeah,
ground.
yeah,
That's
yeah.
because of the
Or worms. Could be worms. They're doing that.
Could be worms.
Could be worms.
Has Leela
Leela,
ever
you don't
done
know
It could be
That would be a
worms.
good
There's
shirt.
Oh.
It could be worms.
striker. It could be worse.
Yeah.
We already got
a
a
song
song.
called "It Could Be Worms."
Yeah, Striker does.
we do.
Are
No,
we
we
saying worse or
No,
worms?
Striker does.
Yeah.
It could be worms.
Yeah,
It could be worse.
It
is
could
the
be
song.
worms.
Play on words,
There
right?
now.
Anyways.
Getting pretty
Dan,
excited about.
Dan
the
was
new
talking
album.
about pre-workout here.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, okay.
Fucking stoked
Yeah,
on
all
mine.
right. Sorry. We all got ADD.
After work, took pre-workout, worked out, slept for like 10 minutes. I went to bed, slept for like, I don't know, maybe a half hour.
Isn't that the
woke up.
masterful nap? Isn't that the secret to naps? Is
And-
chug a bunch of coffee or caffeine, have
No,
a
it
nap,
wasn't
and then
that.
wake
Though.
up.
It was like I worked out, and then a few hours, hours later, I went to bed, and then woke up and was up for like 3 hours in the night.
And
so if
did you
there's-
shred
if
hard? You
there's
wake up and just like fucking.
Bags under my fucking eyes. That's probably why.
You don't get like heart shit when you take the pre-workout. You don't feel like on the edge of having to
No.
jammer and fucking.
No, I mean the
Falling out?
only thing that happens is like
Oh,
you get that tingles in your fucking scalp, and you're just like, fuck.
tinglies in the
Scalp,
winglies.
I've had to like stop drinking coffee more or less, like
Yep.
every couple days now.
It affects me in a way it never has before.
I
wish
If I
I-
drink it past like 2, I'm fucked for the rest of the night.
Just like I had a strong French press the other day. We have like a local roaster, and
nice.
I just like let it
Must
sit
be
in there.
nice living on the island.
Yeah,
where it's
yeah.
warm and there's fresh coffee. And
Yeah, it's pretty awesome. Not gonna lie.
I'm pretty sure it actually has already.
Except the
snowed
coffee
here this
just
year.
about fucking killed me. Like, so I can't drink coffee much. I was getting the
The hipsters are too intense on the
I'm at
island.
that age of 30
They like
now,
that.
where my
Their
That
man buns
age
are
of
too
30.
strong.
where my heart can't take the caffeine anymore.
30 and a couple extra years.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yo, I got a question.
Have a
What comes
fucking-
after Gen Z? There's no more fucking letters left.
Gen A.
Are we going back to A again?
No,
I
it's
don't know,
just
I just made that
curtains,
up.
man.
Yeah.
Oh.
It's just
Meteor.
fucking
It's
dumb
giant
kids.
meteor, dude.
Does that mean
Then they
that's the
start
last
counting
generation?
like numerically down. So it's
Like,
like
yeah,
Gen
that's the last-
9, 8,
that's the last
7, 6, 5, 4,
generation of
1.
humans.
Is
Done.
the word Gen Z an official
It's just robots
doomsday
after.
Oh, it was
prophecy?
Gen A.
Yeah.
When did it?
That was
start?
like
Gen-
JC,
I don't know.
man.
Gen X.
I don't have my
JC.
phone on me. We need the help of Google. Jono, you're the youngest. You know how to use Google the best after
No, I
me
don't.
Your
because I'm the
fingers
smartest.
find the,
What's
the
that?
best.
2004. Yeah, I mean, the world
Yeah,
only
what's the
started
next? The
2004,
next
right?
generation's
Who
probably already
gives a
started.
fuck.
Yeah.
Why-
Best not to know.
I want to know.
Gen
I want to
Z.
know now.
The last one, dude.
How do you
We
not
got to
have your
start.
phone?
We got to
phone is
make more
right there.
letters.
Get your fucking phone.
No,
No,
I made
it's-
up a new letter
it's-
the other day.
No, I can tell you guys
Made a
what it
new
is.
letter?
I made up a new letter. Yeah, I was hanging out with Yuki in my car, and I made up a new letter. And I don't know
this a
exactly what
dad
the
joke?
character is going to
That's
be. No,
a dad joke.
it's not a dad joke.
It's a dad joke.
It's
I
not a
hear
dad
dad
joke.
joke coming. Okay.
It's not a dad joke. I promise he's not a dad joke.
Okay.
But it's basically a letter where you exhale with your nose. So it's kind of like an F, but you go like that.
Okay.
Yeah. So I don't know where you're going to use it yet, but we made up a word, and it's like when you're pissed off, but you don't want to be abrasive about it. You want to express your your frustration, but you don't want to. You don't want to be a dick, so you say me. Like that.
Okay.
Yeah. And you'd have to spell it with the letter, and it'd be the letter on the beginning and the end. Yeah, so it'd be like a
HNMPH.
and so it'd be the new letter, and then MEE, and then the new letter again.
Okay, so the generation
like
after
it.
Gen
I like
Z
it.
is called Generation Alpha.
No generation.
Did you look at that?
Did you look?
No, but that's what it is.
Oh.
I was
already
basically
know.
right.
Oh, you already
I
know
was
that.
right.
Yeah.
I was right.
Oh.
Generation
lame.
Well, I want to be part of Generation Sigma, dude.
Yeah, dude. I want to be.
Sogma.
Yeah, like-
Generation Sogma.
Sigma, boy.
I want to be part of Generation Fistma.
Okay, I was gonna
You want
say
a fistma?
Tim,
Fist
or not
your
Tim,
at
Pete.
butt?
Earlier when you were describing your various like apparati
Ah, the long
to smoke weed,
Yeah.
I was thinking how
Wasn't
funny
mine.
it'd be to just cut the audio and just like have you doing this.
Yeah, dude.
Make it a game. See how long it takes for people to guess what it is you're describing and what you're like motioning. As you're like,
Yeah.
it's not.
And your buddy just takes his fist and like fucking shoves it.
What do
and
you
then cut it off the audio.
What do you
with
think
it.
he's talking about here?
Mr. Fister.
Yep.
Pete is
Mist-
part of Generation Fist.
I'm gonna start a band
Fistma.
called Mr. Sister Fister.
Nice.
Yeah. It's gonna be dirty.
Sick.
I was talking to Corey. And
No
he was
way.
Like, he was like, I'm really enjoying the podcast. I'm like, really? This? You like this?
Okay, so back to Trash and Corey.
Yeah.
Let's roast that
Thanks
guy.
for everything, you piece of shit.
Wear sunglasses on stage every day.
Yeah, counting on him being the fucking DD. Yeah. I'm thinking I'm gonna finally get to let loose. And so used to being my
Yeah,
own
that
band
lasted, like,
leader.
what,
I'm gonna
a
have a
week and a
party.
half?
Yeah, lasts a week. I'm fucking driving to you,
Kurt.
babysitting.
Simon's driving to Vaughan every day.
No, he was driving from
Roasted. Simon, it was inadvertently hurting for Simon.
No, I was all right.
He was holding it down.
Simon,
he was keeping it
yeah,
G.
Simon was
Dad.
socializing. Everyone else was just way too like.
Yeah, Simon was
Annihilated.
legit networking, being like a cool
we tried to
guy,
have an
and the rest of
actual
us were
meeting.
just being like,
We did. We had a good meeting. We networked a bit.
Oh yeah,
I networked
Yeah.
with some fucking beers, bro.
Yeah,
I
And,
networked with
find
some
the
You
full
cold
networked with
bars.
some
details
pizza
on
and
our
a
Patreon.
cardboard
Yeah.
pile.
Fun fact.
Yeah, there you go. That's gonna be our new angle on the podcast. Is we talk about half of a story and then we're like, cut. Get the rest on the Patreon.
Part 2 in the comments.
dude. Okay, so unrelated, but related to the last episode, we talked about how Kanye West is going nuts.
Yeah, he's canceled by everyone now.
Dude, I listened to his interview he did with Lex Friedman. That's a great
Oh,
podcast.
is that the one that like got him canceled or whatever?
I don't think so. Because it's not that
keep up
it
on
is
pop
fucking crazy. But it's he
When
kind
was
of
that from?
explains it was very recent, like
Okay.
a day or two ago. But like holy fuck. So fucking crazy. And like I didn't realize Kanye West
Is here.
Trigger.
Oh my god!
He's like Santa Claus, but different.
he's doing like a grassroots networking thing. He's on the pod.
He's
Yo, I
on
heard
the
you guys were talking about me on your podcast.
Okay, if you want to see Kanye, that's on the Patreon. Let's go.
No, but
No, you mean
he was talking about how
up.
he's the most successful financially like music artist ever. And it's true because he was like valued at like $1 billion.
Oh yeah, doesn't he have like the huge fashion?
You
line
still
or whatever?
can't spit like Biggie though.
Dude,
hell
it's so crazy. And like,
Well, yeah, he's got all his clothing brands. He was on the
Yeah,
Kardashian show. Like,
dude, it's insane.
Probably
Is
got
that
a
really
hell of a management
music
team.
though? At the end, because it was
no,
all
but
like
he's like
fashion
yeah,
and
yeah.
TV.
it'd be interesting to see how Travis Barker compares because he's got a bunch of clothing lines now too. He's married to one of the Kardashians. He's probably
Closing
catching up.
in.
Yeah, more than you think. He's on everyone's album all of a sudden now. Like,
Apparently,
he's-
he takes the boat over on international tours.
I believe it.
Did
I
you
believe
hear?
it.
Dude, I
He was in a
listened to-
plane crash.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
yeah,
listened
he
to-
can't. Yeah,
Wasn't
yeah,
he
he
on,
can't fly anymore.
Was he on Joe Rogan or
Yeah,
something?
With
yeah,
all the
Rogan.
bullshit, like people can't do things right nowadays.
Yeah.
I'm surprised planes aren't just like falling out of the
Right?
sky.
Yeah, you were saying that.
But like
Terrifying.
straight up, I've got the most respect for that guy. Like for the
Which guy?
drumming community, he has carried it on his shoulders for like aside from like the metal scene, like for the mainstream shit, like he's been the one that's carried drumming for the last 20 fucking years.
Yeah.
I guess so. Yeah. Because
Yeah.
everyone else is just like drum machine.
Drum Machine, or like I don't know, there's a dude from 21 Pilots who's basically just a Travis Barker clone. Like
They put on a good
Smart.
show.
they're fantastic. I do enjoy them, but
Smart.
that's all I had to say.
Imagine having to get on the boat like 3 weeks before Australian tour.
It might be
Oh,
fucking
sit in the
sick
sun
though.
for 3 weeks. Fuck.
What kind of boat though? Is
All
it,
you can eat.
Yeah.
like, does he like hop on a tanker
I mean-
and he gets like a room or something?
He's in
Yeah,
his
It
shit
might be
crate.
sick as fuck. What if it's like
It could
a
be
cruise
like a
ship?
nice
That could be
boat.
sick.
Oh, you
I
just
assume.
book cruises.
Well, imagine
Oh,
that.
That'd be
Yeah.
sick, man.
When
Fuck
you have
yeah.
that much money,
Yeah,
hey, somebody with a yacht, like give me your yacht.
Yeah.
That'd be sick, actually.
but that's so
fuck
that's
planes. I hate
equally
planes.
scary.
Yeah,
Dude, like
but-
just going straight across.
when was the
fucking
last
ocean.
time you
The
heard
fucking
of someone?
ocean in the pitch black of night is so fucking scary, man.
Okay.
Dude, I remember
I
being
went
on
out-
70,000 tons,
Terrifying.
and dude,
Looking at
I was
it.
on the lowest floor that like us passengers were allowed to go on, and I went to the very back, and it was the middle of the night, and I'm looking out the back, and I can see maybe like because there's lights on the back of the boat, maybe a few meters off the back end of the boat and all the wake and shit. And I was like, man, if somebody fell off, it's fucked. Nobody's
gone
saving.
We went
No.
salmon
No.
fishing during like a small crowd.
Oh,
like,
here we go.
Like,
So
yeah,
I'm talking about fish.
talking about fishing, love fishing. But we went salmon fishing maybe 4 or 5 years ago during a small craft advisory. It was like pretty much gale force winds, and like we're in a pretty robust fishing boat. But like some of those waves, like you could like fall out the back of the boat like into the water. It's almost vertical.
Oh yeah.
It's crazy. I never realized how like insane the ocean.
Oh, it's absolutely
yeah,
insane.
yeah.
And the worst part is like if it's cold, hypothermia. If it's warm, fucking sharks. Pick your fucking poison, man. What do you
Yeah.
want? Like, you
Well,
know?
I mean, it
I'd
probably.
probably rather freeze to death than be eaten alive.
Yeah, but that still beats.
Walrus.
Like Travis was on fire. Like it was like the fire
Yeah,
was like
yeah.
invisible. Like he was on fire, but you couldn't
like,
see it.
yeah,
It's
jet
super
fuel
fucked.
over
Yeah,
there.
yeah.
That
Yeah,
sucks.
yeah. No, it was like I don't know.
God
Fuck
damn,
that,
dude.
And
John
he
was
still
there.
shreds harder than most drummers now.
Wow, dude.
John
I think
was
that
born
would
in the
be-
wreckage of that fire.
I was.
Yeah.
True fact.
I think to me,
Forged-
like those are the
forged
two scariest ways to die for me. I think
Invisible fire
is, number one,
and
being
walleye.
burned alive.
Okay.
Number two, being eaten alive by a wild animal.
Oh yeah.
That reminds me of
Two
this.
worst ways.
Man.
This
And
thing
take
I
me
saw-
any other fucking way.
Yeah, yeah.
Just not that.
Reminds me of this thing I saw on Reddit, where it's like one of those shower thought fucking Reddits, where it's like, if you were immortal, there is a 100% chance you would eventually get stuck in a wall and not be able to get out.
Oh yeah, probably. Yeah, yeah.
You get stuck somewhere, like at the bottom of an ocean or
Yes,
something.
and you can't
or
do
just
anything
out
about
in
it. You're just
outer
stuck there
space.
for eternity.
Shit.
And then
dude.
there's like, what is it? The cold
Entropy.
when the sun implodes, and then
Entropy. When there's
Oh, the,
nothing left in the
what do
entire
they-
universe.
yeah, they
cold-
call
the
that
heat death of the universe.
yeah, heat death, yeah.
Yeah.
And then you're just the only thing left, just like.
But if you're
floating.
immortal, like
Yeah.
You'd get
If-
so good at ice hockey. Next
if
Connor
you're immortal,
McDavid.
dude,
Yeah.
if
Get
you're
so good at
immortal and the
shredding.
fucking universe ends because the sun, all the suns and the stars are fucking burned up, they're done.
Yeah.
If you're immortal, you're still there.
Imagine how bad
You're
your
just real
hemorrhoids would
fucking
be,
cold. I imagine.
No, you'd have
Like,
ice to freeze them off.
It's almost like this is something that's not theoretically
Absolute
possible.
zero.
could be. Yeah.
though. Truth.
Everything has an end.
I guess, yeah. Heat death of the universe, there'd be no heat.
Yeah.
Yep.
You couldn't have hemorrhoids. You just get them frozen right off. Just do the cheek sneak. All gone.
Oh, sweet.
In
All
the
right.
vacuum of space.
We digress now.
No one can
Suck
feel
right
the
out
pain
of
of
you.
your head hemorrhoids.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Wow.
It's terrible.
I love how everything just
Getting
refers to
chomped
the-
by a bear is like high.
Oh,
That's probably
fuck
top of my list.
that.
The number of
you
times.
just
that-
get eaten.
Bottom of the list.
no, I
That's
mean
one of
top
those
of my
things-
like fear list.
Yeah.
Well, especially with grizzlies, because like, don't most guns like not even fucking like do anything to their skull? Like,
No, you can shoot a grizzly.
Well,
you-
if it's
anything
bird
up-
shot, you're fine.
above
right?
a
It'll just
22,
hit them
you'd
and
be
they'll
all right.
come chomp you.
yeah. But I mean, like realistically, I feel like most people that live in the city, if they're like against a grizzly bear and they've got a gun, this is the best option.
No, you shoot them in
No,
the
I
butthole.
know.
yourself.
Man, on the island
know,
we
I
got
don't know,
like
man.
cougars and fucking
Cougars.
No, dude,
Yeah,
honestly,
hanging out
bro.
at, like,
yeah, not the
Cactus
shoulder
Club and
pad
shit,
kind
yeah.
that would fancy
I grew
your
up in the
mullet.
fucking mountains. We go hiking in the mountains. There's fucking bears everywhere.
Everywhere.
You bring a gun. If you see a bear and you shoot the gun, 9 times out of 10, the gun sound is going to scare the fucking bear away.
Not 10 times out of 10.
Well, no. I have not been that 10 times.
Apparently,
Okay.
they just swat you down, and then
Yeah.
They just
like
start
they either
eat your
bite.
shit.
Well, they either
Yeah,
bite your
eat you
limbs
alive.
or they stomp on your chest.
What's the animal that eats
but they'll
things
eat
like-
before you're
Just
dead.
yeah, or they'll just kill
Yeah.
you from that, like doing a push-up.
They just fucking eat you.
What's the animal that eats its prey like asshole first so that it doesn't die immediately?
Yeah, that's
a-
me,
That's a
baby.
thing.
Dude,
It's
that
like-
animal's
I think
like
it's like a
me.
wolf.
Alley.
It might be a wolf or something.
And you know,
Simon, you live in the boonies.
That's
Which
me on
animal is
White
it?
Ave.
I don't know.
that's
Sounds
funny
a
because like
fucking
I
myth.
know.
No, no, it's-
Wolverine will fuck you up though.
yeah, Wolverine fuck you.
I don't
See,
like, they've
yeah,
killed
with his, like,
grizzly
giant
bears.
claws.
Yeah,
I
they
just-
kill grizzly bears.
I just heard a radio show about how there's evil in the human existence, but there's no evil in nature. And if I don't know, I'm highly doubting that. If there's an animal that eats your asshole first so you don't die, then I think there is also evil in nature.
The great googly moogly. What does it have to say?
What did you search for this?
Well, I mistyped it. It
Animal
says
that eats ass.
My picture of Tim's face comes up.
I mistyped it, so I put what animal rats the asshole first.
Oh yeah.
Rats in.
We're about to find out if there is a sex move called ratting.
So vultures.
Oh, okay.
Vulture-
Vulture.
Yeah. This is according to Washington Post. Totally
Wow.
credible, I'm sure.
Okay.
Maybe you already knew that vultures sometimes eat their meals butt first. But
Eat
did
their
you know?
males butt first.
But did you know that the practice is becoming more common and that humans are kind of sort of to blame? That's from 2015.
I mean,
We taught vultures to eat the ass first?
that's where I
that's
started.
what they're saying.
I taught some vultures how to eat ass first.
You see
Let's
those
go.
videos of the
There's a
Komodo
lot.
dragons or whatever they are eating like whole antelopes in like one gulp?
That's just crazy, man.
Have
Oh, okay.
one of them.
It's called the Haber method or Haber, Haber.
it's called the Tim Brown method.
Yeah.
There's our album title.
Brought to you by Reddit. So thank you.
Thanks,
Haber
Reddit.
method.
Have we ever told our cougar story? Our
Sounds
striker
like
cougar
that
story?
is a Patreon exclusive.
Okay.
Oh,
Oh yeah.
Cougar
I
story?
guess.
No, it's
What's
not.
the cougar story?
That's a cougar story. That was when we were in.
I told my
In
bear
Banff.
story.
Banff.
where I-
Banff.
We were in.
We'll
Banff.
tell that on the
Banffs.
page.
Which one?
The one after the Waldorf. We drank several booths. There was an
yeah,
RCMP officer involved.
Yeah, there was RCMP involved. That's on the page. That was a serious burp.
Oh, all right in the box, dude.
All right. Penalty box.
Perfect.
Sweet. So,
Save that for round 2.
boys, what do we have coming up?
We got a show November 25th.
Oh, shit.
I believe it's announced
here-
tomorrow.
Well, that's why we were rehearsing.
Know what's gonna be sweet?
Yeah, it's gonna be sick.
Yeah, it would be fun.
Shredding is
The
going to be
last,
sweet.
yeah,
First
the
show
last
since
show
fucking-
we did in Edmonton, we were opening for
Beast and Black.
Beast and Black.
What? Oh, yeah, that's
support.
right.
Direct support.
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 We were direct
Yeah.
supporting. Yeah.
So the other bands on this show, Ravenous, your boy,
Oh, yeah.
Sweet.
boy Rav.
I already forget who all the openers are.
This isn't the first time we've played a show with Ravenous, is it?
No.
No,
Didn't they play the last November or like the last year of the show we did? No. Sorry. I got it all confused because we played a show. Ravenous then played their own headlining show. Then Unleashed
Right.
played with Ravenous,
Right.
like direct support.
right.
So I saw Ravenous like twice in like
You
a
know,
month.
when it's all at
Yeah,
the
it's great.
Starlight Room, it's all blur, you know? Like,
true.
was that our show or their show or what show or, you know, was I even there?
There's a lot of beers.
Did somebody implant
across
these
those
memories in my
shows.
brain?
And there's also a album release.
Yep.
From, sorry, we're gonna have Siren. Yeah.
Yep.
So they're doing an album launch party.
Oh, nice.
That's gonna be sick.
sick.
And then
At our show?
At our show, yeah.
Nice.
Right,
Cool.
right on, man.
And then I think there's another opening band, and unfortunately I forget who they
Oh, you're
are.
such a piece of shit for that, dude.
I'm gonna do
Gross, dude.
I'm gonna
I
do
can't
an-
remember.
I'm gonna do an all bum release where I release all the contents of my bum in the green,
Oh,
in the
God.
green room. That's what I'm
Oh
gonna do.
God!
I was waiting for that.
What's the fucking point in even listening to this, dude? It's just fucking.
Start it over.
Congrats if you've made it this far. Holy
Yeah, if you made it this
shit.
far, you plowed through the complete fucking chaos.
You plowed through the butt.
If you've made it this far, you probably have what it takes to make it on tour.
It's true, actually.
Yeah, that's
if you
true.
can deal with this.
Well, they
You
don't
probably
have
have what it takes
smell-o-vision.
to leave the past behind.
It'll be nice to get on stage.
Yeah.
Everything's more chill now. Post COVID.
It's almost winter.
Yeah.
It's a little less.
Is COVID gone?
COVID, yes.
I don't know.
I know
all
Joe
gone.
Biden said it's gone.
I thought there was
It's
another wave coming.
Dark
No,
brand
you know what it is now? It's RSV. You guys didn't hear about RSV yet?
No, it's what is it?
Respiratory,
another dad joke.
respiratory shit virus. Or I don't know what it stands for.
Shigella?
It's a new respiratory virus.
You
It's
did
always been
Blades
around.
20 years ago. Now you're fucked.
And apparently it's
Smoked too many tin cans.
Yeah.
it's kicking kids' ass all over the country. So
Kids are getting your ass is sick.
Well,
Oh, shit.
Yeah, all the
You two are
kids
fine,
are
man.
sick right now. It's fascinating.
RSV,
The
bro.
Kids are
new-
getting sick?
Oh yeah, kids are like everywhere.
RSVP.
The new disease, I think it's called like Shigella or something. Shigella?
Shingles?
No, it's something that kind of sounds like that. I don't know what it is. I heard it on
Shangri-La?
CBC and they're like,
Is it
yeah,
I
there's
don't know
like,
what's happening, but I'm gonna tell you about it anyways.
Yeah.
no, but there are like 80 people in
Get your
Edmonton have
scientific
been
information
diagnosed
straight.
with this new disease, and it basically just makes you like shit yourself to death. And
Oh,
they're like,
shit.
watch out, it's a super infection.
So it's like going
I
on
was
to
Dude,
I should
that
stop
sounds
eating
like,
ass.
sounds
First
like
week of
you
tour.
should.
Nothing
Yeah.
to shawarma won't reverse.
Yeah.
Sounds like podcast
Anyways,
fuel.
apparently, it's on our podcast, and we'll tell you all about it.
Yeah,
on the
bro. Don't get
Patreon.
RSV. You
We'll
know?
have to Google what the disease
Yeah.
actually is called, but there's a big outbreak, so wash your hands or whatever.
Yeah.
All right. I think we're ready to get into the Patreon.
Yeah, we're getting pretty close here. Yeah.
Let's
Odd
get real
pot.
fucked up.
I think we got heavy into the ridic this time, like right into the beginning.
Pete
Yeah.
coming at you with the abbreves.
The more abbreves.
the ridic. Smell you later, folks.
See ya.